I would like to thank you, all the people from all different organizations coming here to supporting Chinese human rights, Hong Kong people's rights, Tibetan people's rights, Uyghur people's rights, Mongolian people's rights, all Chinese rights, and all the human beings' rights. Thank you. I have this picture. This beautiful girl, only 15 years old. She's so beautiful. Her heart is more beautiful because she demands freedom. She deserves freedom. However, Hong Kong police arrested her. Just about weeks later, her body, without any clothes, was on the water in Hong Kong. The Chinese regime Red Media said Chen Yanlin was a suicide. That is not true. Chen Yanlin is not a suicidal person. The Chinese communist regime thugs killed her first. They murdered Chen Yanlin. They murdered many Hong Kong people and mainland people and somewhere else whoever want freedom. There are more suicidals, quote, on the river, in the water in Hong Kong lately. There are more suicidals dropping from high-rise buildings. However, people checked their body wherever they landed. There aren't so many blood at all. That means they were killed. They were murdered first. Then the Red Media belongs to Chinese Communist regime claim they're suicided. Chinese Communist Party never stopped the lie. Chinese Communist Party have been living on their lies and killing people whoever want freedom. We support Hong Kong people. We protest against the Hong Kong regime, the Chinese Communist Party puppet. The root of the evil is the Chinese Communist Party. That's why we say arrest, sentence, and deport all the Chinese spies in the U.S. No Chinese spy in the U.S. After May Day, we had a demonstration against the Chinese spies, and we called to shut down Tencent software database company, which collect our information, which destroy our computers and our cell phone security. We call to shut down Confucius Institute in our Washington University. UW has this Chinese open spy system. Even today, it is not shut down. Even though Australians, Canadians, and some other countries shut down those 500 operated by Chinese Communist regime Confucius Institute. Why Washington State still have this evil spy system opening? We demand the Washington State and the University of Washington shut down Confucius Institute. the Chinese Communist regime have their spy system here in the U.S. After our May Day protest, the Chinese thugs calling our friends who joined the demonstration, told them, your son cannot go to school anymore. Your brothers, sisters, or whoever, your relative will lose their jobs because you against China. This is what the Chinese Communist regime have been doing. They are taking our U.S. freedom slowly and gradually because those Chinese spy system openly and silently invading our freedom, our security is no longer secure. We must wake up. America need to wake up. Do not trust those Chinese thugs, what they say anymore. Look at all those Chinese newspapers. How many are really dare to speak out their real voice? They are purchased by the local Chinese operatives, paid by the Chinese regime. They shut up. They don't want to say what people really want, what themselves really want, which is freedom and democracy, which is basic human rights we all deserve. I would like to introduce you more information about Chinese delegation to Washington, D.C. However, now I would like to introduce Anne and a few other our Libertarian Party members sing a beautiful, beautiful song for us. And I will introduce you the information in Washington, D.C. a little more later. Come on, Libertarian Party friends. What are we going to sing?
You're singing.
The last hand at
You're the
the
live
homecoming
interview.
event. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you.
I can, yeah. All right. Do you guys know that show, Les Mis?
Neil's not gonna. Come on, Neil. Come on.
All right, come on over here. James Thomas Smith.
Yeah, you too. Come on.
You know it? Come on over here.
Come on.
Do you guys remember in Les Mis when the youth were protesting against the government? And they were singing, do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes.
Yes, thank you. They are singing the song. It's for tomorrow to come. We're here to fight because we want freedom for tomorrow. We couldn't wait for that day. It comes for all the people who can have freedom, which you desire to have. September 30th to October 2nd, there were over 50 people from the entire United States. We have a 2019 Chinese delegation visited Washington, D.C. We have met our Congress and the Senate, both houses Foreign Affairs Committee. And we also honorably met Human Rights Committee Vice Chairperson, Congressman Chris Smith. During our meetings, we reported the Chinese Communist Party regime have been in the United States actively working. They spread rumors. They have a red media speaking out for the Chinese Communist regime. They ordered all the small medias who received the Chinese Communist regime bribe without reporting anything about human rights. Whoever wants to report about human rights and freedom, you will be, quote, punished by the Chinese Communist regime. They are actively here, Chinese Communist spies. They are actively here, the spy system of Chinese regime. That's why we reported it to the Congress and our senators. We told them what the Chinese Red Media here in the United States is doing. They even obviously joined together using WeChat to support their elected choice already made by the Chinese Communist regime candidate in the United States to be elected as our government officials. In Seattle, there is a Chinese broadcast station, 中文广播电台, openly support the Chinese Communist regime. They spread the words what the Chinese Communist Party wanted. This Chinese broadcast station taking money bribed by the Chinese Communist regime. We want the people, anywhere you are, if you know somebody support the Chinese Communist dictatorship regime, please report them. We do not allow the Chinese thugs, spies working in the U.S. They must be get out of U.S. Deport Chinese spies. Deport Chinese spies. Deport Chinese spies. Deport Chinese spies. Also, we want to shut down spy system of a Chinese Communist Party. Shut down CCP spy system. Shut down CCP's spy system. Shut down CCP spy system. Shut down CCP spy system. Shut down CCP spy system. We reported it to the congressman. We told him what's happening in the United States. In Los Angeles, at one of the democracy, freedom, human rights event, there was a Chinese officials dressed like a common person walked up to our protester, said, "You are not allowed to against China. If you do, you will never be able to go back to China." I'm one of them. And he also told the protester, if you keep doing it, you will be arrested whenever you go back to China. This person now is sued by us. We want to deport these spies. We want those people who support the Chinese Communist regime against the freedom to be deported out of the U.S. Because in the U.S. law, if you're a Chinese Communist Party member, you're not allowed to enter. This person must be lied just like a Communist Party regime in mainland. Therefore, those thugs working for the Chinese Communist regime, they are in violation of the law. They lied before they swear to be U.S. citizen. They must be deported. So, U.S. Congress told us we need to report to U.S. Congress those who are actively taking the money from the mainland regime. It doesn't matter you're Chinese or American. If you are working for the Chinese Communist regime, you shall be reported and sentenced and could be deported. We want to say, down with the Communist Party of China! Down with the Communist Party of China dictatorship! Thank you.